He discovered his why and dropped out of college to pursue it, and today he has helped thousands of business leaders and organizations discover theirs. Hey everyone, and welcome to Booked, where we inspire others with inspiring stories. In today's video, we are going to go over the success story of Simon Sinek. So make sure to watch this video till the end, because we are also going to share with you the books that Simon Sinek read along his amazing journey. Books that changed his life and that may change yours. Whether you are a business leader looking for inspiration to transform your organization, or an unemployed person wondering what the next steps are, Simon Sinek's videos may be the inspiration you need to push through. Simon experienced different cultures growing up as his family moved countries during his childhood. Perhaps the different cultures he experienced helped shape his thoughts and views about life. Born in Wimbledon, United Kingdom, Simon's family moved to different countries like South Africa, Hong Kong, and the United States. He attended Northern Valley Regional High School and Brandeis University, where he earned a bachelor degree in cultural anthropology. Simon Sinek initially wanted to become a barrister. He enrolled at the London Law School but dropped out later to venture into advertising. Dropping out of college seems to be a ritual by most successful people. Think about it for a second. Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, and so on. A majority of the world's most successful people likely dropped out of college. Simon Sinek's case isn't the exception. Oh wait, we're not asking you to drop out of college, but the common reasons why all these people dropped out were to pursue their dreams. Some other people became accomplished by going to college. Pursuing your dreams synchronizes with the message Simon has preached over the years. His motivational and leadership talks are based on 4 components: why, culture, leadership, and the infinite game. The why component of his talks is about finding that one thing that drives you, being able to discover who you are and achieving your goals. So whether at work, relationships, or life in general, knowing your why would help you show up every day and accomplish your life goals. The leadership components of Sinek's talks argue that for one to be a leader of their field, they must be willing to put people first, empathize with people, and take care of the people they are leading. These leadership principles guide his work, and this is why top companies in the world invite him for leadership training and expositions. Having lived in multiple countries with diverse cultures, Simon understands the importance of culture. The culture component of his talks inspires companies to design a good culture that encourages business growth. When employees promote company culture, it trickles down to the way customers engage the company. Companies with the best cultures are the most successful. The last component of Simon's talk is what he calls the infinite game. This component encourages leaders to play the long-term game. People who live by this principle set up organizations of the future, promote innovation, build a flexible team, and respond to crisis or uncertainties in the most effective ways. Why are we sharing these nuggets? The reason is simple. Simon Sinek is arguably the most sought-after motivational and leadership professional in the world. His TED Talk video on how great leaders inspire action holds the record of the most watched TED Talk videos with over 50 million views. But Simon Sinek did not become a global sensation overnight. It took him a while to get to the top. Let us look at Simon's early journey to the top. The why breakthrough. Simon Sinek did not have it all figured out from the beginning. He initially went to law school but discovered his passion halfway through the program. He dropped out of law school and went to learn more about advertising. His first shot would be at a New York-based advert company, Euro RSCG and Ogilvy and Mather. He would later go on to start his own company, Sinek Partners. At Sinek Partners, Simon teaches leaders and organizations how to achieve their mandates and stay at the cutting edge of their industries. They offer consultancies and training around marketing and leadership. With his work at Sinek Partners, Simon aspires to create a world where employees and employers can synergize and work for a common goal. Sinek Partners also inspire organizations to attract and retain employees who don't just come to work because of the wages, but also because of the fulfillment they find in their work and their belief that their input matters. Simon Sinek is known for many things, but he only came to the limelight in 2009 after his TED Talk video went viral. His first TED video gets the credit for popularizing the concept of why. As of the date this video was published, Simon's TEDx video holds the record of the most watched TED video with over 50 million views and has subtitles in over 47 languages. Following the success of his first TED video, Simon released his first book, Start with Why. he has gone on to write other bestsellers. We'll be reviewing some of them in a later section of this video, so stay clued. Aside from his why concept, Simon's "a golden circle" analogy is another concept making waves globally. This concept explains why some leaders inspire and some do not. The golden circle is 3 overlapping circles consisting of the why, how, and what. For effective leadership, these circles have to be applied effectively, helping others discover their own why. Simon has achieved success on multiple fronts. He has trained for lots of Fortune 500 companies like Microsoft, Goldman Chase, and a host of others. He is even a professor at Columbia University where he teaches strategic communications. Simon has also spoken in high-profile events like the United Nations Global Compact Leaders Summit in 2016. Having gained fame from his first TED Talk video, he has gone back to speak at several other TEDx conferences. In June 2018, he was awarded a $98,000 contract by Ernst & Young and the U.S. Immigration and Customs Services to offer customized training for less than a month. Being a prolific writer, he also features in high-profile journals like the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, Penguin Random House, and a host of others. There are lessons to learn from the journey of Simon Sinek. But before we go on to review some of the books he wrote and recommends, we want to share one of Simon's favorite quotes. "The goal is not to be perfect by the end. The goal is to be better today." Books recommendation. Simon Sinek has published 5 best-selling books. Like we mentioned in the earlier section of this video, his first book was in 2009. He's since then written other sensational books. Make sure to grab a copy of these books we recommend to stay inspired and motivated. Start with Why, written by Simon Sinek. The bestseller started with a fundamental question. Why are some people and organizations more influential, innovative, and more profitable than others? You must understand why this happens as you set out to build your own company. When you look at influential people like Steve Jobs, the Wright brothers, and co., you would see a similar pattern of letting people know why they do what they do. Martin Luther King's why is to end the discrimination against blacks in America. People around the world resonated with his why, and he ended up pulling one of the greatest civil movements in history. If you want to learn how to discover your why, or perhaps learn from the people who have done that in the past, then this book is highly recommended. Written by the master of the why discovery, it sure will make an impact on your journey to the top. Leaders Eat Last, written by Simon Sinek. Another sensational book from Simon, Leaders Eat Last, is in our homes when we were kids. Our parents would usually serve us meals before taking theirs. This practice is the same for the kinds of leaders described in this book. It is not about being in charge or holding fancy titles. It is about taking care of the people you are leading and putting them first. This book is a good read and would teach you what leadership is about, how to inspire trust and commitment to your team, build a culture of taking ownership, and other leadership nuggets. Grab a copy of this book to improve your leadership skills. The Infinite Game, written by Simon Sinek. This book uses familiar case studies to teach the art of continuous progress. For instance, in popular games like football, chess, and other games, there are usually rules, endpoint, or even a winner. In this book, Simon argues that this is not the same case in business. The human mind is structured to see a beginning and then an end. To be a transgenerational leader, you have to distort this mindset. Most organizations are in chaos today simply because they are playing the finite game. Organizations and leaders who play the finite game are so engrossed in current happenings without strategizing for the future. Leaders with an infinite mindset build better organizations, adapt to trends, and explore the possibilities of new trends. If they eventually leave their office tomorrow, they would have created a culture of succession and future growth. Grab a copy of this book to learn how to play the infinite game. Good to Great, written by Jim Collins. Curious about how a good company can transition into a great company, Jim Collins and his team embarked on research to explore over 1,000 successful companies and finding the progress they made over time. After a thorough study, they shortlisted 11 companies as case studies, including Gillette, Wells Fargo, and 9 others. According to their findings, transitioning from a good company to a great company does not require a high-profile CEO, the latest tech, or the most innovative business strategy. The common traits all companies in the research shared were a culture that promotes discipline and inspires members to think and act in a disciplined manner. To learn how to move your company from good to great, we encourage you to read this research-driven book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, written by Stephen R. Covey. Just like the name implies, this book leverages research to share the habits of successful people. With tons of recommendations coming not just from Simon, this book is the go-to manual for people who are looking to be successful in their endeavors. Some of the points highlighted are proactiveness, beginning with the end in mind, arranging things in order of priority, the power of synergy, and a host of other lessons shared in this book. Grab this book to improve your effectiveness and build a successful career. We hope Simon's story inspires you to discover your why.